What am I doing? Where am I going? And how much is this going to cost me? Let's find out. My name is Maciek and this is MKO Adventures. Let's go around the world. Another day, another morning. This is very exciting. T-minus 2 days before I leave on a motorcycle trip around the world on my rally racing KTM 500. But before I do that, let's go get some coffee. All right, it's pretty hot. All right, so what is the plan? I am currently in Vancouver, Canada, and the plan is to ship my motorcycle to Rome, Italy, and from there I'm gonna ride towards Mongolia, and I will try to reach Mongolia by the end of the summer before winter sets in. What's after Mongolia? TBD, but in the meantime, let's go. All right, let's talk about the budget. I am doing this trip on a shoestring budget. So how am I doing it on a shoestring budget? I'm taking what I have. I'm taking this old laptop that I have. I'm taking my rally racing motorcycle that I have. I don't have an adventure motorcycle designed for trips like this. For luggage-wise, I have Masco Reckless 40 Weekend Warrior luggage, but I'm gonna pack in it for around the world motorcycle trip because that's all I have, and that's how I'm gonna cut in cost. I will be posting cost of my trip in each episode as I go along. I'll just list them on the screen as I talk about it. So what have I purchased thus far? What have I spent thus far on this trip? Okay, let me get my coffee. One of the biggest ticket items was my motorcycle flight from Calgary to Rome. Then my personal ticket to Rome was also pretty expensive considering I bought it a week prior to leaving. The other things that I have to purchase was a motorcycle insurance for Europe. However, once I leave Europe, I will have to buy motorcycle insurance at each country that I cross. I also had to purchase health insurance, Medevac and what have you. I only got this one for a couple months. I'm gonna reassess this later. Let's see, what else did I buy? I had to resubscribe for my InReach subscription. I need to be able to reach help, call for or page for SOS if I get stranded in some remote places in Kazakhstan or Tajikistan or Uzbekistan, who knows? That should cover my budget thus far. I will eventually post a link with my expenses, episodes down the road. In the meantime, I'm gonna test some gear before finalizing packing and heading out for an epic trip. The last thing that I want to do before I head out is to test my helmet camera, riding POV. I set up my Insta360 at the front of my helmet, but I also have a mic that goes inside for better audio quality. So I would like to go for a test drive and see what the sound is like on the road versus the highway. So I think at this point, let's go for a test ride and take it from there. Okay, see you on the road. We are doing a test, a microphone test on this Insta360, and also checking out the view. Checking out the POV. Alrighty. Another door. Okay, I think it's recording. Let's do this. Nice bike you got there. What are you riding? Kawasaki, nice. Yeah. 76. That's awesome. Nice to see you. at this. I bike there. I bicycle from home to those mountains over there. And then I go gravel biking right there. It's pretty epic. But look at these mountains. This city is incredible. It's a for me about 30-minute bicycle ride from home to be right there in those canyons. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, we keep going this way, nobody's going. Okay, go. Yeah, I really didn't have too much time to prep for this trip. It's been only, it's the sort of last second. I booked my motorcycle flight 2 weeks ago, my own flight about a week ago. It's been a pretty short fuse trip. I'm kind of pulling it out of my ass. Okay, well, this should be the end of my test. I really hope this worked out. I'm gonna go home and plug in this video and then see what happens. Alrighty, let's find my tight spot. Alrighty, that should conclude my audio test. I will see you upstairs. Okay, that was a fun ride. Let's make some more coffee and move on with the show. Good espresso. Now that I'm fully caffeinated, there are a couple of things that I need to finish getting ready before my trip. One of them is install... Oh, hi Noodle. Hi little doodle. Okay, anyways, one of them is to install my Guardian bell that my wife gave me. These bells are mounted at the bottom of the motorcycle, and the reason is to mostly... Hold on. They are mostly mounted at the bottom of the motorcycle to ward off gremlins that can cause mechanical troubles during a way. Okay. Nope, the history of it comes from World War II. Pilots had unexplained mechanical problems and they mounted these bells to ward off all the gremlins, and this has become a motorcycle tradition as well. So now motorcyclists will mount them somewhere on the bike, preferably at the bottom, to ward off gremlins that will crawl in and cause problems, and the bell will knock them out. And the theory is, well, the legend says that these have to be gifted. So I got one for my wife, and I'm gonna mount it before heading out. So let's do this. So one option is to mount it right here, but I think I'll destroy it. So I think I'm gonna put it maybe right here. It will be under the luggage, safe, protected, pretty low to the ground. Okay, let's do this. Perfect. Look at this. Where is it? Right here. All right. Take that, gremlins. Okay, I'm gonna head upstairs, take my doggo for a walkie because I think he needs it. and let's finalize packing. Who's this cute little guy? Who's this cute little guy? Who's this cute little guy? Hi, buddy. Hi, Mr. Noodle. I finally finished packing. T minus 14 hours before I leave on my round the world trip. Here's my luggage. I'm gonna have my laptop and some electronics here, my camping gear, my tools and spare parts, and some clothing and electronics. And I will probably make an episode later about what I have here in greater detail. In the meantime, do like and subscribe. Otherwise, my wife will divorce me if I can't make any money of this. So until the next episode.